since we've. Hey y'all, it's My The Maverick TV and I'm back with another video. Okay, so today I am so excited about this topic because it's about to be Valentine's Day and we're about to be talking about basically, how to attract the person of your dreams, how to attract the person that you truly want, right? Whether it's for love, whether it's to find a provider, anything, right? And this goes for both men and women. So if you're interested in some tips that I've learned on how to attract the right person, then keep watching. Also, make sure you turn your post notifications on for this channel because Valentine's Day, I don't know if I'm gonna drop it. No, I probably won't drop it Valentine's Day. Maybe Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be dropping a Valentine's Day vlog sharing with y'all on what I'm going to be doing on Valentine's Day because it's going to be super exciting and super eventful and I'm going to look so good. And yeah, okay, I'm excited. All right, so let's get into it. Number one, right? Don't be too available, okay? And I mean this in the nicest way possible, right? Like, it's like if someone's trying to sell you something and they like seem too excited, too desperate, like to sell it to you, then you want it less, right? So the same thing comes with dating, make sure, look, I got my notes, right? This is very serious business, okay? Make sure that you keep communication small in the early stages. So you don't have to spend hours and hours on the phone with someone. Like, I know it's like exciting and fresh in your life that you want to talk to this new person that you just met, etc. But you also have to give them time to miss you. So how are they going to miss you if you're FaceTiming already 5 hours a day? You're on the phone all day, every day, on your lunch break, on his lunch break. It's just too much. I would keep it down to 10 to 20 minutes. Hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. And boom. And then they're going to be thinking about you for the rest of the day because they're like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Blah, blah, blah. That kind of like pullback method when like the person you really like is not texting you back. It makes you think about them more. So you want to use that, but like in a way that's just like, giving them some time to miss you. Okay. And then obviously making sure that you're prioritizing your own plans first. So, if they call you up like, hey, let's go on a date today, make sure that the plans that you already had in place, those get prioritized first. And you're like, I actually have plans today. So, maybe Wednesday or Thursday works out better, And obviously, if that person really likes you, they're going to be respectful of your schedule. They're going to try to schedule out a time with you that works, okay? And they're going to want to see you. That's a big thing right there. You can't schedule anything with anyone who doesn't want to see you. Okay, number two, make sure you put yourself first. Okay, so basically, just don't get too attached to this person who you're not committed to. Okay, like, I feel like it's very normal now for people to like get into like a talking stage, which should ideally just be maybe the 2 or 3 days before you actually go on a physical first date. Like, if you like just met each other in passing and like you end up planning a date, right? This little talking stage should never be long at all. It is the stage before you go on a date. Once you go on a date, you are dating. Duh, okay? I just had to put that out there. But don't get too attached from the get-go. Like, it's so easy for people to go on a date and be like, this is my boyfriend or girlfriend and like, I can't stop thinking about them. I don't want to talk to nobody else. No, do not do that. You're setting yourself up for disaster. Okay? And I get it. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe this person is really so great. It doesn't mean that like you have to talk to people that you don't want to talk to. It just means don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't get your hopes up too high. Because what that does is basically leads to high expectations for this person in this situation. And so once they do like walk out, not saying that they will, once things might go bad, it leaves you very upset and it leaves you with no other person to date because you were so focused on that one person. Okay. What else? This also comes with just taking care of your appearance. So, putting yourself first is just making sure that you look good, your hygiene is good, and that like you're pouring into yourself in the gym, and you're strengthening your faith, your spirit, all those types of things, right? Just always put yourself first, because what that shows other people is like, hey, like this person obviously cares a lot about themselves. So if I have to come, I'm coming correct, right? Like, pouring in yourself is the best ultimate way to attract the person that you want. You have to look good and, just show that you're worth pursuing. This also goes with, making sure that you're getting treated how you want, just to never settle. Okay? If this person, for example, does not have enough money to like pay for like a nice date that you want to be taken on, and he's taking you to places that you don't really want to go to, and it's just not giving the dating experience that you want, stop seeing him. Okay? And for guys, if she's running around with no car and XYZ or whatever, don't settle. Just don't settle. It's so many people in this world. Why are y'all settling? Okay? Next. Do not emotionally overreact. Okay? This is something I'm just particularly good at because I'm just a nonchalant person. I do not care. I literally have such a fun time by myself that I do not care. But for some people, it's like an inherent thing, an inherent reaction to emotionally overreact and crash out. Okay? And honestly, what it does is push people away. I'm just going to try to give an example of this, but let's say like your significant other cheats on you, right? And you just like, how could you do this to me? Oh my God, and then blah, blah, blah. And you're just so sad. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people who do that, like, okay, let me rephrase this. There's a lot of people who take like cheaters back. And obviously, like, that's your thing. Do what you have to do. Some people are with other people for certain reasons, and cheating is just like not a deal breaker for them. And honestly, like, I'm not judging. Do what like you feel like is right for the relationship. But emotionally overreacting basically shows the person that you need them, right? And what you want to establish and show is that they need you as well, just as much as you need them. So how I would personally react to cheating, or just something that like made you super uncomfortable to where you really want to emotionally, react, and like your emotions will get high. It's just like, really sucks that you did that. I'm gonna need some time to think about this. And that waiting period is going to make them nervous. It's going to make them miss you. It's going to make them realize how horrible, they've messed up. And, basically make them be on their best behavior to, help you decide whether you're going to stay or not. And obviously, you're the only person who can decide whether you're going to stay in that situation or not. But basically, it kind of goes back to, allowing them to, like, miss you and just, like, not being too available to the point where you're like, oh, like, what can I do to make you not cheat? Or, just like emotionally overreacting in a way to where it shows that that person has significantly more power over you than you do then. Okay. Also, just don't be too gullible. Okay. Like, falling for the whole, like, love bombing and this person saying they're gonna do X, Y, and Z for you, and all of these things. Look at everything from a logical standpoint. And what's said a lot is that like men typically look at things more logically than women do. Women may get more like emotionally involved. And this is not like I don't even feel like it's like a genderized thing. I feel like it's just like literally like scientifically how we're built out. I don't think emotions are a weakness. I think they can be weaponized as a weakness. And I feel like there's a difference between that. But, I kind of forgot what I was saying. Look at things from a logical standpoint. Like if someone's treating you a certain way, do not let your emotions overcome you to the extent in which you're allowing treatment that you would normally not allow. Okay? Like that, these things all tie together. Putting yourself first, not settling, knowing your worth, and that's going to allow you to attract that person that's going to treat you with the utmost respect and give you like the best dating experience that you deserve. Okay, number 4, just basically don't be too attached to an outcome. Like you'll see multiple people talk about this, right? Like when you first meet someone, I know like you want to start dreaming and rendezvousing about like, oh, this person is going to be my husband or wife and like we're going to do this together and blah, blah, blah. It starts attaching you to an outcome that does not exist because you do not know the future. You do not know what's going to happen. You do not know if this person is going to eventually disappoint you and, they're just putting on this front. You do not know. So once those thoughts start coming up, shoo them away. Text the other person in your roster. I'm literally telling you to text the other person on your roster. Do not be too attached to an outcome. And I say this because if things do not fall in the way that you want them to, you start to like force things, right? Like you start to be like, but in my head, like, he was supposed to be this and this person and he's not. So let me try to fix him into a thing that I wanted. No, you can't do that. Also, you're less likely to leave because now you just start falling further and further down the rabbit hole. There's a lot of things. If they do leave, then, you're extremely disappointed because you attached yourself to this huge outcome. So don't do it. Just let things flow. Make sure you're being treated with respect, and if you're not on the same page as far as what you both want out of dating, then go separate ways. It's very simple, y'all. Number 5. This one's very exciting. Just to start out with pointing out my women. Y'all be forgetting that like y'all should raise men up too. Okay? And this does not take away from being chased. You're still gonna be the one being chased. But especially on that first date, like raise him up, make him feel special, enchant him. That's in the words of Sure 7. Like, kind of be like an enchantress, like, and the same thing goes for my men. Like, just think about that one person, like who when you met them, they like swept you off your feet. Like you couldn't stop thinking about them for the rest of the night. And basically embody those same characteristics when you are, conversing with someone that you want to like you or take interest in you, like compliment them, give them that look that tells them like, hey, like they're interested in me. Like, basically you should take that opportunity to swoop someone off their feet, whoever it is. Okay, I hope these were all good tips on attracting the person that you want in your life. I hope these were helpful. And then if you do use these, please comment down below on how it's helped you, and just comment down below on like your dating experiences. How has it been so far? Because I know it's I don't even know how to describe dating in 2025. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like right now. Like this video. Okay? I'm tired of y'all playing with me. Like my video. And then after you do that, make sure you subscribe. Okay? All right. Bye.